100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
LaVine looking around. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. There's the pass to Porzingis. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Scoring through contact is something.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K.
It's all happening in Dallas, Texas. Here at American Airlines Center, the Bulls taking on the Mavericks. For Chicago, losing 7 out of their last 10 games has left a bad taste in their mouths. But tonight represents a new beginning and they want to taste victory once again. Mavs, Bulls, and back in a moment for the tip-off.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Our game tonight features the Chicago Bulls as they take the floor against the Mavericks in Dallas. For Dallas, they're holding on to the 7th best record in the West, squarely in the middle of the playoff picture. Well, the Bulls are a work in progress, to say the least. But, Shaq, they've amassed some young talent through trades and the draft.
Shout out to my young fella, Wendell Carter Jr. Great draft pick. Ernie brings his lunch.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'm in the 7, I'm
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche La NBA, an annual tradition in the NBA celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Taking a look at Chicago, it hasn't been a great season for them. We may see some changes in the offseason.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
And we've all thought this. They're just a middle-of-the-road team. The last thing anyone in the NBA wants to be.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the 1. And for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic out there with Seth Curry, and there's Porzingis, then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney Smith in at the 4 spot. Steve, we know it's a long season for the players, but talk about the coaches.
Kevin, you've seen it. Those coaches that are on a hot seat, they have those bags under their eyes, no sleep. Those coaches that have a long contract and they're winning, they're pretty good. And I think the coaches that sleep well is the coaches that have teams that they know that kind of run themselves.
So the Chicago Bulls able to put up the first points on the board. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And you got to respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
Now here's White. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. LaVine can't hit. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Here's Curry. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night. Free throw no good for Curry. Chicago with the ball. Down low, here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away. And even as a rookie, you could see the consistency game to game from Wendell Carter. Very dependable on the glass and on the scoreboard for a player so young.
Here's LaVine, following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. LaVine kicks to Porter. No good from outside. Mavericks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Here's Porzingis. That one goes in. Porzingis has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And with Carter, he's only going to get better over the year.
The upside is easy to see. He always finds ways to contribute to this team. Not sure if he'll be a star, but he'll be a rock on the offense and defensive end for a long time.
LaVine can't hit. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Hardaway for 3. Good on the 3-point shot. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. LaVine wide open. Drains it from 17 feet out.
This is the capability Zach LaVine has. Can score on all 3 levels.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now here's White. 20 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Curry against LaVine. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Carter. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Lays it up and banks it in. Finney-Smith's got 5 points so far.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play in.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Mavericks lead. And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Mavericks team out there.
Way to set the table. Offensively, they dominated on the interior.
They came in looking to attack from the get-go, willing to be physical and setting the tone.
Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Wright, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Young, and it's Young finishing it off.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And that one's good. Right.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Bulls trailed by 14. Done outside. We see a lot of big men creating offense, Smitty. Who's on your list for perhaps the best outlet passer in the game right now?
Let's start off. I would say Kevin Love is one of those guys who still is, I think, the best outlet passer as a big. Jokic, also Blake Griffin, some of those guys can really pass. DeMarcus Cousins, those are some of the bigs that have great outlet passes.
The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, there's not a lot of NBA players who come from Finland. Now there's Lauri Markkanen. Before him, there was Hanno Matala, who was actually Lauri's high school coach. Markkanen is soft-spoken and family-focused, but he says everything starts from basketball. All the decisions I make are based on if it helps me on the basketball court. Kevin?
Terrific attitude. David, thanks. Hardaway from outside. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there. Feeds to Young. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Hardaway, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
I will say this about his shooting.